Hello, ladies and gentlemen, toy enthusiasts and those new to Tough Nerd Toys LLC. I'm your host, Uncle Nerd, and welcome to another exciting episode of Busted Open. Busting it open since 2007, and today we are going to review Master Universe Revelation Spikor, mask from the Masterverse collection, a Netflix original. By Mattel. Okay, so Spikor has always, you gotta understand, there's certain characters in Master Universe. I think it's just the color scheme or the way it pretty much correlates to a character that you've read about that makes you like him. Spikor I've always liked because there was never really no big background or anything on him. He just popped up within the new minions for Skeletor, so on and so forth. And that is what I absolutely loved. He always reminded me, I never felt as though his face was his face. I felt as though it was a mask. And later on, as I found out throughout the years, that it is a mask and he is Skeletor's weapons maker. Okay, so right here, we go into this beautiful box right here. And the box is actually the typical standard window box that you're getting from the Masterverse line within this. And I'm going to bring this a little bit closer so you guys can see. And yeah, you have the Masterverse, Master Universe, Revelation Spikor, Mattel over here. It says Spikor on the side. It says Untouchable, Master of Evil Combat. And you have this beautiful box art on the side of Spikor, looking very, very good. Over here, wow, this artwork on the back looks great. Let me bring that back so you guys can see it. This looks good. I love the way they did this, and they have it on his customary arm right here, which is the left arm, whereas though most of the Master Universe figures had most of their weapons on the right arm, Spikor has his on the left. And it says right here, Spikor Untouchable, Master of Evil Combat. Of all of Skeletor's henchmen, none is more dangerous in close quarters combat than Spikor. The evil blacksmith with enchanted razor-sharp spike armor fused to his body forges weapons for the ruthless overlord. Hailing from his secret stronghold hidden in the mountains, Spikor fights by his master's side whenever he is beckoned. And over here you have the other figures within the line, which is Wave 2. You have Spikor, Beastman, Tila, Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms I will be doing, and be like this line right here I actually really liked, although I did not like the new card, the season 2 that just premiered recently. I still love the figures, okay? And I will be doing a video about that within, I think I might do it today, which is Thanksgiving. Yeah, and you have this beautiful, beautiful artwork on the back. I am loving this artwork back here. It looks like he's on the Dark Hemisphere, which is where Snake Mountain resides. You have Mattel logo down here. Over here, you have your hazards and all that other stuff. Barcodes and legal mumbo jumbo on the back. Nice graphics on the top of some Nordic or either Gothic style graphics on the top. You have to pardon me. This is how they are sending these boxes to me. Barcode at the top right up here. 30 points of articulation. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is it on the box. But yeah, this artwork is very, very nice. I'm loving the the nefarious fucking scowl he has going on here. Looks great. So what we're going to do now, we're going to bust open a package and see if this guy is worth the scratching. Yeah, I told you, Netflix logo up there. All right, so let's get... Okay, and here we have the figure outside of the package, and Spikor looks absolutely amazing. But as always, I'm going to go into the accessories first, and it came with this beautiful backdrop. Again, you can do something with this, make a nice little diorama if you have a good imagination and know how to really set it up. Comes with this nice granite or stone type of graphics right here, so this looks real good right here. Cardboard back, but yeah, as always, I go into the accessories first, and we are going to check out his stuff right here. And what we have right here, let me bring this a little bit closer. You have this beautiful mace that he has right here. Has this beautiful mace. Now it's sculpted, but it's one solid plastic of orange, but like a shiny orange going on right here. Yeah, this is actually really nice. And you see there's some sculpting in the handle. Got a nice little spike point at the bottom. Everything, nothing spectacular or no shading or anything within the weapon, but it is constructed very nice. His mace looks great right here. You know what I'm saying? I love the construction of, I love the way it is, the mold that they chose for it. Looks more menacing than the original Origins one or the original Master Universe version. that came out back when I was a kid. Then you have these two beautiful, and I mean beautiful fists. I love when they give action figures fists. Nicely sculpted, nicely done. You know, you got the peg bottoms right here, and you can do some nice pivoting, and you can plug these into his arms right there, into his wrists rather. And he looks real good. Then you over here, you have this beautiful trident. Now, what I like about this trident right here, and which is what I saw in season 2, is that this is like a ranged weapon, which can also double as a close quarters trident. I don't know. I like the way they went with this design to make it look like a weapon, like a projectile weapon and a trident. So this is cool right here. I'm loving the sculpting that they have right here within, and all of this is solid plastic. There's really no painting going on. There's a little bit of silver painting, but it looks like the plastic is made out of it, and it has a hint of silver in it right here, and it has a peg so that you can plug it right into his left arm over here. But this is looking absolutely amazing right there. Now, you know, right here is where we get into the meat and potatoes and stuff like that. So we're going to grab this guy up right here, bring him close. And yes, Spikor looks absolutely amazing. That face sculpt looks great. I'm loving the way they did the lips. And again, this is a mask, a cursed mask that he happened to put on. So he became like an evil blacksmith, but he has exceptional fighting skills. I don't know if he has exceptional strength, but I know he's up there. For him to be working for Skeletor, he has to have a lot of skills or whatever the case may be. I'm loving the spike studs that they have going on in his head and everything like that. The purple skin looks great. This goes from violet, like you actually have like different, this color pattern definitely goes with it. And I love the way it looks like it's a collar around his neck, and that this armor, if you know anything about the origin of Spikor, this armor was fused to his body along with the mask. So this is cool right here. I'm really, really, really liking this. I love the gray studs going down the front. They're like a violet color. No, they're like a green color rather, pardon me. And the skin is purple. Loving the belt. It goes from a fuchsia to a dark, to like a raspberry red, or like it's an odd color, but it has beautiful hues to it. Loving the loincloth going on here. The purple skin is absolutely amazing. Loving the wraps on the boots, and yes, it's using the same body sculpt as He-Man and Skeletor, which is what they usually did with most Master Universe figures, except for the 2000X line and the NECA Staction figures. You were getting different body sculpts all the time. I didn't know how they were going to keep that up anyway, because they were spending a lot of money, and I don't think they were making that much off of it, but they were giving you new body sculpts with every figure with that Master Universe line. I mean, you know, with the 2000X Master Universe line. But as you can see, this is a vest that can come off right here. I'm not going to pull it off because I don't feel like pulling it off and putting it back on. I might do it. It all depends. All depends. You know what I'm saying? But his head is on a ball joint, as you can see. You know, it's on a single ball joint right there. But you got a nice looking up. But this face sculpt is great. I'm loving the way they did the lips on here. The lips look absolutely amazing. Loving the nose, how the nose is turned up. The pretty much demonic eyes with like cat eyes going on. The spikes are nice and even on him. Loving the loincloth. Everything looks great on this guy. And yes, he does have cufflinks. Well, he does have bracelets on right here, as you can see. And that makes it easy. Like that, honestly, right here, the way that they constructed the wrist right here, you can literally take the hand off right here, pull it out, and push this right in. Just like that. And it fits in very snug, and it looks good too. So you can get some nice stabbing going on. You can get some nice what's the name going on, and it looks great. Now his mace fits right in his hand right over here, and it goes in very well. Damn, the grips are tight on here. Let me try to get this in. Hold on. Yeah, the grips in his hands are very, very tight, and he looks very good with his weapons in his hands. As you can see, this is great. I'm loving this figure right here. This is a beautiful, again, these Masterverse figures, I just can't stop collecting them. I hope they come out with Manny faces and other characters, so on and so forth. The ones that weren't seen in season 2 or season 1 or 2 of the new Revelations cartoon. But I am loving this right here. Look at this. Look at this. I like this collar around his neck. like he was shackled or something like that. I'm loving all of this. I'm loving this figure right here. Now, as far as articulation goes, you can get this head to go all the way around with. So the vest, or rather, like, and again, this vest comes right off. Whereas though the vest doesn't obstruct or inhibit the head from moving. You got some nice ball joint action going on here. You can get the arms all the way out. You can do a bicep swivel over here, double hinged elbow, as you can see right there. Twist and pivoting at the wrist, as you can see. Twist at the waist. Now the ab crunch is going to be a little bit funky because this vest is on here. And again, you can take this vest off, but you're going to, from what I can see, you're going to have to open the vest like this and take the head off. You pull this head off. Don't try to open the vest and pull it off without, because you're going to mess up something or either warp the plastic. Now, what I did find is that his mace has a little bit of warping going on, but that's nothing you can't handle with a little bit of heat if you know what you're doing. You got thigh cuts, double hinge knee right here, which is real good. You got calf twists right there, pivoting and tilting at the ankle. No toe bends or anything like that, but this is good. And what I like is that if you look real good, you can get some twisting and turning and a little bit of a movement and articulation going on within the wrist and the trident blaster right here. I call it the trident blaster right there, but this is good. I am loving the purple scheme going on, the way everything matches, the way everything goes together. Love the teeth. Everything looks great on this figure, especially the face. Loincloth, you can never go bad with loincloth on a barbarian figure. Now, only thing, I do like the feet, don't get me wrong, because it's a change of pace, but I don't like the way they put like a heel on the bottom of them. I don't mind at all, because I mean, I guess, you know, it's an upgrade, because I've always liked the fact that He-Man had like wrapped, or like most of them had wrapped animal skin, you know, like boots with animal skin and fur, just wrapped and stuff like that. But it's not that much wash on the figure, but it is a beautiful, beautiful, very beautiful figure. I am absolutely loving it. I think I went over all the points of articulation and most of the detail on it, but this is a gorgeous figure. It is a must-have. Spikor may not be fan favorite for a lot of people, but for me, it is a must-have. And as you can see a bit of a neck in there, so you get a lot. You got a lot going on here. You can get poses and stuff that you couldn't get with many other Master Universe figures, and he doesn't stray away from the original Master Universe action figure while giving it a little bit of update and modernization. So I mean, yeah, you got some holes on the bottom. I mean, this guy is great. You got a little bit of wash in the loincloth here, which is good. But I mean, like, you know, for the price point, again, and what they're giving you, and it's easy to pick these guys up now, I mean, I'm happy. I'm very happy. I love the spikes on his back and everything like that, the spikes on the vest. And again, you can take this off to repeat myself, you guys can take this off. The eyes are done very evenly and nice. The paint sculpt on his head is great. So you know what? Let me take some pictures of this guy and I will be right back with my final thoughts. Okay? So as a whole, I think this figure is absolutely beautiful. It has a lot of nice detail to it, even though there's not that much wash, but the paint scheme is absolutely beautiful. I'm loving how they took like the I would say this is like a turquoise. The turquoise green to into the purple, into the violet rather, and the purple skin, the pink fuchsia belt. And it shines right here. Although my camera may not be picking it up. I don't know if it's picking it up, but there's a shine to it. Let me bring this a little bit closer. There's a shine to it, as you can, yeah, you can see it right there. This is a beautiful, and I mean beautiful figure right here. I am loving these Masterverse figures. I love the height. I love the build of it. And I love the fact that you have great articulation with it. I love the fact that he has on black boots, black barbarian boots. I love the long loincloth. You can never give me too long a loincloth. I'm loving how they're making these Masterverse figures look more barbaric than the original cartoon, which is good. It's more in line with the 2000X. And I know you get tired of me talking about the 2000X. I do not care, no longer care about the animated series that these spawned from, because I just recently watched season 2 or part 2 of season 1, whatever you want to call it. And I was very, very disappointed with it. And I will tell you why later in one of my podcasts. And so be on the lookout for TNT Photon HQ's podcast referring to the Master Universe Revelations part 2 of season 1. I guess that's what it's called, because some people, I said it was season 2, they was like, no, it's part 2 of season 1. Whatever. It's the sequel to the first one that Kevin Smith made, and I'm very disappointed with it. Artwork was beautiful, animation was top notch, but storyline was just all over the place. So I mean, like, and it was just messed up. I saw the message that they were sending. But back to this figure right here. This guy is beautiful, and he's coming in at about the same size as the other ones. I think he's benching at, yeah, he's at 7 inches, as you can see right there. And he looks absolutely beautiful. Now, yeah, here he is with Motu Origins Spikor. And they both look great. They both look great. I would actually even say it's almost the same. No, he's shorter. This one is shorter. This one is shorter, but he looks good alongside his counterpart or his modernized version right here. I love Spikor. Always been a fan of Spikor. It's not too many Master Universe figures that I don't like. Even the oddball ones that a lot of people don't like. Like, I love Rio Blast, and a lot of people thought Rio Blast was whack. But yeah, I love Rio Blast. And yeah, this guy looks great, man. And I love how they just didn't copy everything. Like, this guy over here on the left has black boots. He has the brownish with the brown boots with the black wraps, which are cool. Here he is next to Motu Classics He-Man right there. Here he is next to his boss, Skeletor, the Lord of Destruction. Here he is next to, you know what? I don't know. Motu Origins He-Man, looking crazy. This figure is crazy looking. And here he is next to He-Man, the Masters He-Man. Looking great, looking great. Loving this line, totally loving this line. Absolutely, I think this line is the next best thing to Motu Classics. And again, like, yeah, a lot of people talking about, well, it doesn't have a lot of wash and detail and that. Well, and that's when you either start customizing or you get somebody to start taking a paintbrush to it or whatever case may be. And here he is next to our number 1 hater. Hi. Oh, no, you can't wear that around 6-year-old children. If they touch you, they're going to get themselves hurt. In fact, you might hurt me. Yeah, so, I mean, this guy is absolutely beautiful right here. I give this figure is beautiful. You got to get it in hand. It is a beautiful figure. I mean, I'm loving these Masterverse figures. I can't say that enough. And yeah, I don't know if I showed you, like, he comes with 2 fists, right? Let's just pop this out. And there you go. You can I love when they give you fists. I love when they give you extra fists and stuff like that. And here, you can put his fist back in so he can get some combat going. Because from what I understand, this is not his permanent arm. He can switch between his hand and this right here. So I mean, like, maybe he has some cybernetic stuff going on due to the mask that he put on, or maybe that's just part of the magic with him, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, he got a nice fist going on, and I mean, like, he looks good. He looks good. I may take this off in some of my photos later on, and see, like, the curious side of me is already popping it off, but I'm not gonna do it. You know what? Maybe I should. Would I be able to take it? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take it off. Strip. Look at that. Look at that. Boy. Boy. Look at that. Look at that. Boy. Strip me. Put it back on. Look how this looks inside. This is cool. This is cool. Alright, so I think that's about it. I mean, let me know what you guys think of the new season. If you've seen it, I was very, very, very disappointed. Yes, the action, they ramped up the action, but I mean, like, and I did like, what was that? Savage He-Man. I loved when he made an appearance, but I didn't like the overall story at all. At all. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that brings this review to a close. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video. And don't forget, when you buy a toy,